Tony T here from Tony'sPicks.com with our NFL Pick Show here for Saturday, August 23rd. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks over our channel, delivered by myself as well as our team of cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com. Give us a like, a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. And we go live every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. The cappers join me. Live free picks here as we give them out to you there. The live chat's open so you can interact with us with your questions, comments, and your picks. Check us out on that live show. Like to support us even more, become a channel member. Click the join button. Get early access to my videos, as well as a way to support us for the work that we put in the channel. And we are looking for cappers. You can apply there on our homepage. There's a link to email us, or you can apply for an audition on our live show. Then visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top performance in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers. You see them up there. Guys like Sean Higgs, Mills, yours truly up there. Brian Palmer has been hot. Alessandro, red hot last 7 days. Well, Ron Crawford hitting the leaderboard as well. Latest print pick series on the page with best bets and more. We will be locked and loaded for this card here on Saturday. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit amount. Purchase is correct to your account for site. That's profit guarantee loaded here with best bets ready to roll here for this big card on Saturday. Then our promo code TonyT at checkout will knock off that 15%. Links in the description to get signed up. So let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. Got Ravens and Commanders for Saturday. Quarterback Lamar Jackson is questionable. Their offensive line healthy. Defensively, they are banged up in the secondary. Marcus Mariota questionable for Washington. Commanders healthy on defense. Baltimore improved to 2-0 with a 31-13 road win at Dallas. Quarterback Cooper Rush led 4 scoring drives. He had 20-30 for 198 yards and a touchdown. He did throw 2 picks, though. Washington 0-2 in the preseason after a 31-17 defeat to Cincinnati. Jane Daniels and the starters played and had 2 scoring drives and 2 possessions. Baltimore expected to sit starters. Cooper Rush starts at quarterback. Devin Lurie to back him up. Washington expected to sit their starters, so we got Josh Johnson and Sam Hartman are the healthy options at quarterback for the Commanders. Rush has been effective in preseason. Baltimore has played well for head coach John Harbaugh. In the preseason, he's covered 2/3 of his preseason games as head coach. Quinn in the preseason has been 6-14-1 of the spread. Prefer the backups for the Ravens. Pick here will be Baltimore minus 2.5. Broncos and the Saints going off on Saturday. Denver fields a healthy squad on both sides of the field. New Orleans is banged up at tight end and left guard on offense. Limited injuries on defense. Denver 2-0 in the preseason after their 27-7 home victory against Arizona. Back quarterback Jarrett Stidham engineered 2 touchdown drives. They finished with 548 yards to the Cardinals 137. New Orleans 0-1 after a 17-17 home tie against Jacksonville. Spencer Rattler hit 18-24 passes for 199 yards with a touchdown and pick. Tyler Shaw 9 of 12, 66 yards as they battle for the starting job. Denver will play starters for a limited time on Saturday. It could be up to 10 snaps. New Orleans will play starters. Their quarterback rotation, Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shaw, and Jake Haener as they search for their starter. Bo Nix will start at quarterback for Denver. Jarrett Stidham has been effective this preseason. The Broncos offense has put up points this preseason, so we're going to take Denver here minus 3.5. Texans and the Lions going off on Saturday. Joe Mixon out for Houston, and they're banged up at right tackle and on offense. On defense, their safety position has injury concerns. A starting left tackle and center questionable for Detroit. A starting defensive tackle is on the PUP list. Houston improved to 1-1 in the preseason after their 20-3 victory against Carolina. C.J. Stroud started and hit on 6 of 8 for 44 yards and a touchdown. Detroit 1-2 in the preseason after a 24-17 home defeat to Miami. Backup quarterback Kyle Allen, 14 of 17 passing for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. Houston will not play their starters as reserves will take the field looking to win jobs. Detroit will not play their starters either. The Lions backup quarterbacks Hendon Hooker and Kyle Allen, they're going to compete looking for that QB2 job. Davis Mills and Keenan Slovis are battling for the backup job. Mills has experience and has had really good moments in his rookie campaign. Slovis was the practice squad QB last season. Could be the same. I just prefer the Texans backups here on this here in this spot. We'll take Houston plus 1.5. Colts and the Bengals going off here on Saturday. Indianapolis is banged up at reserve running back and at the right tackle on offense. On defense, their depth chart has 3 that are questionable at the end position and 2 linebackers. Indianapolis now coming off a 23-19 home defeat to Green Bay. The Packers rested starters. Of course, Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson both saw action. Cincinnati improved to 1-1 with a 31-17 road win at Washington. Joe Burrow started and played 3 series, resulting in 2 touchdown drives. 3 of the top 4 tight ends on the depth chart, though, are questionable for Cincinnati, and they're banged up at the right guard. They're healthy on defense. Now, Riley Leonard will start at quarterback for the Colts. Daniel Jones has won the starting job, and Anthony Richardson will back up in week 1 of the regular season. Indianapolis will sit starters. Cincinnati also resting starters here. Jake Browning, Desmond Ridder, and Peyton Thorne are battling for backup role for Cincinnati. Behind Leonard is Jason Bean. The Colts running back depth chart deals with multiple injuries here. Browning and Ridder have starting experience. Pick here Cincinnati minus 2.5. Rams and Browns going off here on Saturday. Matthew Stafford questionable for LA. 2 starting linebackers on defense are questionable. Kenny Pickett questionable at quarterback for Cleveland. On defense, they're banged up at the linebacker and corner. The Rams 2-0 in the preseason after a 23-22 victory against the Chargers. Stetson Bennett 28-40 for 324 yards and 3 touchdowns and a pick. Bennett is making a case for the Rams quarterback of the future, no doubt. Cleveland 2-0, a 22-13 road win at Philadelphia. Dylan Gabriel 13 of 18 passes for 143 yards and a pick. Cleveland will play starters in their final preseason game. They are expected to play 20 to 25 snaps. Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders will see action. LA will sit starters. Third string Dresser Wynn will start at quarterback. Kid from Tennessee Martin. Stetson Bennett will back up Wynn. The Rams have played well in the preseason. Many of the reserves are battling for jobs. Boy, this has been a big move here. We're going to take the Rams here, though. We'll fade the line move here. We'll take LA here plus 8.5. Seahawks and the Packers going off on Saturday. Seattle has good health on both sides of the football. Jordan Love questionable for Green Bay, and the team is banged up at receiver. 3 players are questionable at safety on their depth chart. Seattle 1-0-1 after a 33-16 home victory against Kansas City. Starting quarterback Sam Darnold touchdown drive in the game. Backup Drew Lock threw 2 touchdown passes. Green Bay 1-1 after a 23-19 road win at Indianapolis. Packers played their reserves and overcame a 13-zip deficit. Green Bay gained 355 yards without playing starters. Seattle sitting starters. Jalen Monroe will get the start at quarterback and play all 4 quarters. By the way, he's going the entire distance. Green Bay will play starters. Jordan Love will start, but how long will be determined during this game. Backup Love is Malik Willis and Sean Clifford. Willis has experience starting in the league and has a run threat that can extend drives, so we'll take Green Bay here minus 3. Jaguars and the Dolphins going off on Saturday. Jacksonville in good health on offense. They're banged up at corner on defense. Miami top 2 running backs questionable and banged up at both tackle positions on offense. 2 defensive tackles are questionable, as are 2 starters in the secondary. Jacksonville 0-1-1 after a 17-17 tie at New Orleans. Trevor Lawrence went 8 of 10 from 76 yards and a touchdown. Miami 1-0-1 in the preseason with a 24-17 road win at Detroit. Backup Quinn Ewers had 2 touchdown throws to us out of the game. Jacksonville will rest starters. Miami will play starters. Tua will get the start at quarterback. Tyreek Hill is dealing with an oblique injury and could miss. Jacksonville quarterback rotation includes Nick Mullins, John Wolford, and Seth Hennigan. Mullins and Wolford have NFL regular season experience. Behind Tua are Zach Wilson and Quinn Ewers. The Dolphins' injuries at running back and the line are the concern here. So we're going to go ahead and fake this move. We'll take Jacksonville plus 6. Bills and the Buccaneers going off on Saturday. Buffalo on offense banged up at the receiver and at center. Key reserves are questionable in the secondary. Tampa Bay is littered with injuries on their depth chart at receiver and center on offense. They're healthy on defense. Buffalo 0-2, a 38-0 road defeat at Chicago. The Bills have allowed 72 points in the preseason in their 2 games. Buffalo sat starters, though. Tampa Bay comes off a 17-14 road win at Pittsburgh. Teddy Bridgewater had a pair of touchdown throws. He finished 6 of 11 for 85 yards. Buffalo will sit starters. Tampa Bay will also sit starters. Kyle Trask is expected to start at quarterback for Buccaneers. Teddy Bridgewater and Connor Bazelak are backing him up. Trask has been with the Bucs for 5 seasons there with the team. Bridgewater has lots of NFL experience. Mitchell Trubisky, Mike White, and Shane Buechele are the quarterbacks of the Bills. The preference is on the quarterback rotation for Tampa Bay. You know, the Bills' reserves on defense have played poorly this preseason. Pick here Tampa Bay plus the 2.5. Chargers and 49ers going off on Saturday. LA dealing with injuries at receivers. They are healthy on defense. Mac Jones and Curtis Rourke are banged up at quarterback. There, several receivers are on the injury report on the depth chart here. Both starting guards are questionable. Cluster injuries defensively and on the line and secondary here for the 49ers. 49ers dealing with a lot of injuries there. Of course, Jones and Curtis Rourke, 2 of them, but the receiver position are really hurting them. So it's a cluster injuries defensively in the line and secondary. There, the Chargers fell to 2-1 after a 23-22 defeat to the Rams. Trey Lance, 7 of 15 for 121 yards. There is a battle with Taylor Heineke for that backup position. San Francisco moved to 1-1 in the preseason, a 22-19 win at Las Vegas. Brock Purdy saw action and targeted Ricky Pearsall in his outing. The Chargers will sit starters. Trey Lance starts at quarterback. Taylor Heineke and DJ Uiagalelei are also available. San Francisco will also sit starters, but only QB4 Carter Bradley and QB5 Tanner Mordecai could see the bulk of the work due to injuries to some of the backups. Both teams will play younger players and rookies here for evaluation. San Francisco and LA receiver injuries are the concerns, so the pick here will be Chargers and 49ers under 35.5. Raiders and the Cardinals going off on Saturday. Las Vegas units on offense and defense healthy. Arizona has a backup at left guard and right tackle questionable. Defense in good health. The Raiders 0-1 after a 22-19 home defeat to San Francisco. Rookie running back Ashton Jeanty, 7 carries for 33 yards, 4 successive field goals by Daniel Carlson. Arizona 1-1 in the preseason after a 27-7 road defeat at Denver. Cardinals sat starters. Jacoby Brissett did have a touchdown pass for Arizona. Las Vegas expected to play starters in the finale, but playing time will be limited. Arizona is expected to sit starters. Jacoby Brissett practiced with the second team this week, expected to start. Clayton Tune will back him up. The Raiders quarterbacks are Aiden O'Connell and Cam Miller. Both defenses are healthy entering play. But the preference here is on the Cardinals quarterback rotation of Brissett and Tune, so the pick here will be Arizona here at plus the 2. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks over our channel, delivered by myself as well as our team of cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com. Give us a like, a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience. We go live every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. The cappers join me, giving out live free picks for you here. And you can interact with us as well with your comments and picks on the live chat. Support us even more. Become a channel member. Click the join button. Get early access to my videos, as well as a way to support us for the work we put into this channel. If you are looking for cappers, you may apply. Send us an email, or you can apply during our live shows with an audition. And then visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top performers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers. You see them here listed, documented. Guys like Sean Higgs, Mills, yours truly up there as well. Brian Palmer has been red hot on the board. Of course, Alessandro, you see him on our live shows morning as well as in the morning. Mills up there, you see him with the videos. Right hitting the leaderboard. Latest previews here, send the page with best bets and more. We'll be locked and loaded for this card here on Saturday. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit. Amount purchased is credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Then our promo code TonyT at checkout knocks off that 15%. The link's in the description to get signed up. That's going to do it for now. I'm Tony T, and we'll talk with you guys later.